David Harbour Mila Jovovich. Jovovich or Jovovich?
Jovovich, that's
Jovovich.
perfect.
Nailed it the
Perfect.
first time. Welcome to Inside the Down Under Actors Studio. Firstly, you're very
I've
professional.
always dreamed of being on the Actors Studio, and I finally get my chance.
The Australia version's a little different. But go
Listen,
ahead.
any version is fine
Any
with me because
version.
I'll never end up on the American. So I'm just grateful for the small things in life.
Just to kick things off.
I feel really professional now.
I don't think
I'm gonna
it- I don't think it
rub
goes-
your
I
beard
don't-
while you
Oh,
do this.
please.
Then I'll look more professional.
Oh my
When you
God.
ask me a question,
This
I'll
is
be
the
like,
best part of my day. This is like we're just doing spa treatments. Please ask your question.
All right, first question.
Yes.
First question.
Yes.
David, what aspect of the Hellboy character did you enjoy playing the most?
I enjoyed playing the most. The fact that he's, look, at its core, and again, when I speak about it, I feel so self-conscious because I talk about it like it's Sophie's Choice. But it is a big monster Hellboy movie. But I did feel very drawn to the psychological aspects of him. And one of the things, especially with Mila, is this idea that he's built for the apocalypse. I mean, he's built to bring about destruction in the world. And there's a concept of destiny in the comics, but to me that was like, I don't really understand what destiny is, but I understand like genetics or like how I'm built or what I'm drawn to, what I'm attracted to. And so one of the most interesting things about him is that in his heart, in his conscious mind wants to do the right thing, but he's almost predisposed to do the wrong thing. And so that's what his attraction to the Blood Queen is. And that's what he has this
what,
like.
you think that was wrong?
We'll let the audience decide.
Wow.
Okay, I don't think you have the best intentions
Still-
for the world. But see, this is the central issue
can't
of the
believe you
film
would
is
say
like,
such a thing.
monsters versus humans.
You
So
made me think for a second that
saw
she could
your
have good
horns
intentions.
off.
just
You made me think.
I know.
Saw your horns off and continue living a lie.
Oh my God, she's already manipulating me. I feel it already. I feel the pull. I don't want to do that. Take me back. Let's be king and queen. No, but so that to me was the really interesting thing about this particular production is when do you get a protagonist, a heroic protagonist in the middle of the film who goes, wait a minute. What side should I really be on? And so that to me was like really striking about it, and I really like that.
And what about you, Mila? What was the most appealing aspect of the Blood Queen?
For me, when I first read the script, the first opening sequence, my character Nimue, she's a powerful woman. She's a mother to these monsters. She's a leader. She loves her babies. And she's coming to give up her crown to ask for peace between the monsters and the humans. And of course, the powerful men who are in charge, they decapitate her, they stab her through the heart with a spear, and they bury her alive. And I was like, wow, you know what? There's a lot of powerful women in Congress right now that like the exact same thing they're trying to do to them. So I said, this is actually very modern and very apropos to what's going on right now.
Yeah, I feel like prejudice was a kind of central theme and not judging a book by its cover and things like that. Was that something you guys fleshed out with the director in advance?
Yeah, I mean, as we were going, there was a lot of stuff that we talked about around this. I think there is stuff about labels that I think is really interesting in the film. There's also something about like the sacrifices that it would mean when you're barreling towards the apocalypse. The actual sacrifices that would take something, cut something out of your life to do the right thing and to sort of stop the end of the world. And that was something that as the thing went on, I got really interested in as well.
Did you guys do much research in advance? Because there's so much source material. Or
I
you
did.
just we'll just rock up fresh.
I read all the comics again, and I even cut out pictures and cut out little frames and stuff, and wanted to have him do certain things with his jaw and stuff like that. I was really interested in the actual comics themselves. What about you?
I looked through the graphic novels. I didn't read them, but I looked through them just to get a visualization of what the original inspiration for the Queen was. And then also, for me, I was really interested in how to take a graphic illustration and turn it into a live action movie. So for me, I started looking at paintings and other representations of mythological creatures. So I kind of got obsessed with mid 1800s British art of the knights and the nymphs in the forests and things like that. And felt that could be a really great representation of her, because I saw that there was also, for me, a real purity about her character and you know what she wanted.
I think that came through. No, you had me questioning as well. Like, you know, she doesn't want Hellboy to suppress his demonic side. She's like, just
want
embrace
him
it.
to be
Embrace it.
himself.
Yeah. I think that came through really nicely.
I made the
Don't
wrong
be
choice.
bullied.
I know. You're right.
David, how do you think Hellboy and Hopper would get along from
I think
Stranger Things?
they'd probably do well together. I think they'd probably hang out and drink a lot and like curse and, you know, go on some kind of road trip and just pass out before they actually hit Vegas. And just like, I think they'd be great friends, you know? They're both monsters with good hearts.
Yeah. And Mila, what about, let's say, Lilu and the Blood Queen, Lilu from The Fifth Element? How do you reckon they would get along?
You know, I mean, listen, I feel like probably Lilu's such a good person. You know, she would accept the Blood Queen with open arms, and I think the Blood Queen would also see that she is a creature. She's not a monster. It would be an epic battle if it came down to that, and Lilu would win for sure because she is the supreme being. But I do think that they might run away together and just kind of, maybe Nimue would adopt her and she would be like her daughter.
Yeah, it would be a big fallout if they ended up fighting. But I think they could be friends.
I think they could be friends too.
Nimue is the sixth element, I believe.
Well, listen, Nimue she loves creatures. She loves creatures like herself, and Lilu is the ultimate little creature.